everyone, it's Laina and welcome back to Daily Diabetics. So as you know, we're back this week. We took a little break just to give all the girls a little break. It was getting a little stressful and some of the girls were dealing with lots of hard personal stuff, so it was just nice to have a break. But we're back now, and this week's theme is explaining basically why we chose the pump we did, or why we choose to stay on injections. So if you guys didn't know, I'm on the Omnipod Insulin Pump, and it's currently on my legs, so I can't really show you because I'm wearing leggings, so I can't really show you, but you guys probably know what an Omnipod looks like. So I'm basically just going to be explaining to you kind of why I chose the Omnipod and the pros of having the Omnipod or having an insulin pump. So let's start from the beginning. Whenever I was first diagnosed, I was just on regular syringes for just a few weeks. I absolutely did not like that, so I automatically wanted to switch to insulin pens. I just found those, stop, we're gonna have to move location. So I wanted to switch to insulin pens because I thought I liked them a lot better and the needle was way shorter. So switched to those, and those were great and all, but the only thing I don't like about insulin pens or injections overall is that you cannot change the amount of, for long acting insulin, you can't change the amount you get per hour or decrease it. Buddy. If you're going to be doing an activity or something, you can't decrease the amount of insulin you're getting for that activity because excuse me. Hey, what are you doing? Anyways, so that's why I don't like insulin pens or injections, because you can't be as specific and detailed. So then I decided I wanted to switch to an insulin pump. I'm holding a newspaper because I hit it like this and it makes him stop biting me. So that's why I'm holding a random newspaper in my hand. Forgot to mention that. Okay, but so I decided that I wanted to switch to an insulin pump, and I went to a pump training class, kind of. No, it was just a pump class, I guess. And it was where they explained, stop. It was where they explained basically what an insulin pump was and the different features that you could do with an insulin pump. And so after they kind of explained what it was and everything, you could go around to the different tables and look at the different brands of insulin pumps to see which one you thought you may want to try or which one interested you. And so they had Medtronic, Animas, Omnipod, and T-Slim there. So right off the bat, the Medtronic did not interest me because it looked very old-fashioned and I just didn't think it was the pump for me. So then I went over to the Animas table and I thought that may be a good one for me, and they actually put a sight on my stomach for me just to see how it felt and stuff. So I was kind of interested in that one. Then I went over to Omnipod and I thought it was really cool, but I just didn't really think I would want that one. And then I went over to T-Slim. I saw it was touchscreen. Automatically I wanted that one because it looked like a phone, and you know, gotta be super cool looking with your diabetes supplies. So I really was interested in the T-Slim, and I was interested in T-Slim, and that's the one I ended up getting. And it was all great because that was my first insulin pump. It was such a great experience. Oh my God, switching over to an insulin pump, and I could have finer tuning and more control of my diabetes. And after a year, I started to realize I really didn't like having the tubing. It just wasn't convenient for me because I played volleyball, I did track, and now I do cross country. It just wasn't convenient. I was always unplugging. I hated taking it off while I was swimming, showering, everything like that. And also the site changes always hurt. There wasn't availability to put it in different places as much as the Omnipod has. Just for me personally, I never put it anywhere besides my lower back. So it was building up scar tissue back there. I still don't put my insulin pump back there just because it has so much insulin resistance. So then we worked it out with insurance, and I'm not sure how, but I ended up getting the Omnipod. And the reason why I chose this was because it's tubeless and during sports you can leave it on while I'm running. It's so easy to run with because you don't have to wear a belt to hold your pump. I hated running in a belt that held my pump because it like moved up and down while I ran. That was like the worst thing ever. I hated it so much. So that's a great thing about the Omnipod is you don't have to wear a stupid belt thing. I personally think the site changes are better because it's like an automatic insertion. So you press a button and it goes in instead of you manually like pressing the thing to go in, which is basically the same thing, but I feel like it hurts a lot less, and there's definitely more availability on where you can put your site. You can put it on your arms, your legs, your stomach, your back. Some people even put it on their calf. So there's plenty of options on where to put it. So I really think I found the right pump for me. And as of right now, I'm not wanting to switch to anything else, and I feel like I'll be with Omnipod for quite a long time. I finally found the perfect fit. And I would totally recommend Omnipod for anyone who's active or just doesn't want a tubed pump, but still wants an insulin pump to have the finer control on your basal rates. It's easier to snack, that way you don't have to take another shot, anything like that. I think the insulin pump is just better for me overall, especially the Omnipod. This video is probably a mess. I'm not even sure, like, now he's pushing the camera again. I'm not even sure, oh my God, what are you doing? I'm not even sure what I said half the time in this video. Okay, now he's ringing the bell to go outside. But hopefully it made sense to you guys. I kind of just sat down and decided to film it now. So we'll see how it ends up when I edit it. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And hopefully you guys didn't mind that we took a little break. But we're back now, so get excited for upcoming themes. Comment down below anything you want to see from us in the future, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.